Guys, in case you're new to this channel, my name is Hamad Benaicha. I'm the founder of undoit.ca. In this channel, I talk about MacBooks repairs, everything to do with MacBooks. I'm located in Toronto, Canada, downtown next to the CN Tower, and I have been in the business for over 20 years. I'm also an Apple certified technician, and I only fix MacBooks, nothing else. So if you haven't done it yet, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Well, hi guys, Hamad Benaicha here for undoit.ca. Today we're going to work on the MacBook Air. Just want to make mention this was liquid damage, and I actually made a video about what to do, what not to do, which I highly suggest you watch. If you click, you can always watch it later if you like. If you click on the arrow now showing on your screen, it will take you to that video. Okay, so let's get started and fix this MacBook. Un petit bonjour, un petit coucou à nos amis francophones. Today we're going to work on a MacBook Air model A1466. You can always find your model here. This MacBook Air was liquid damaged. It's still turned on, as I will show you in a second, but it doesn't have a backlight. There is a backlight issue. So let me turn it on again. I will show you what I mean. Okay, so you heard the chime. The screen is black. I can see, I don't know if you can see on the screen here, something showing up. So all you do, if you plug in a flashlight to the back, see, I can see now, you can see the hard drive showing up. Okay, so there something should show on the screen. So it's a backlight issue. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the back cover, and we're gonna fix it together. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is remove the hard drive, the battery. Okay, so just to protect, make sure if by accident something was to drop, okay, you don't want to sparkle the whole damage the logic board. Okay, so now the second thing we're going to do, we're going to check on this side for visual inspection, see if I can see any liquid damage. In this case, you see the liquid indicator is white. I mean, there was no liquid on this side. The backlight circuit is over here. And there is a sticker over here, which is also white, which means that there was no liquid damage on this side either. The LCD cable seems to be fine, shiny. There is no sign of burn. There's no sign of burn in here that I can see. I can always double check on the. Okay, and what we can also do, we can check the next thing is to check the fuse over here. There's a fuse here. I'm gonna measure the resistance on it, see what it is. It should be 0 ohm. So we're gonna measure that. See, if I go like this, I should get 0, okay, which is short. So let's check it out. So the fuse is short, 0 ohm, okay. So that's not the fuse issue. So something else, either the screen itself or on the other side of the board. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna take off the board. So I'm gonna remove the battery, I'm gonna take off the board. We're gonna inspect the other side of the board, because the other part of the circuit for the backlight is located on the other side of the board. And I believe that some liquid probably went under. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and proceed with that, and show you the other side of the board. Okay, so I removed the board. As you can see, now we're gonna inspect the other side. Okay, I can see quickly here some discoloration, so I believe there's some liquid in here. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna wipe it quickly and remove the dust a little bit, okay? And, Okay, so let me remove the dust. Okay, and let's take a look at it again. Okay, now I'm just gonna look under the microscope. Okay, I need to check it out, see if there's any corrosion in this area. This is the backlight circuit over here. That's the LED driver, and I can see already there was some liquid. I can see on the discoloration because I've been doing that for so long. I can tell already. You see this resistor over here? It should be shiny, and it's not. This side over here is completely corroded. It's completely black. So there was liquid that went underneath here. So we're gonna rebuild this circuit over here. We're gonna replace it. Okay, but let me double check under the microscope just to be 100% sure. Yes, 100%. So the problem is right here. Okay, right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this chip out, the LED driver. Okay, we're gonna look underneath. We're gonna measure this pin over here, make sure it's still good. And if it is, we're gonna put a new one and we're gonna try it again. Okay, and I'm gonna measure also those resistors and make sure they're good. Okay, so let me do that. So I'm gonna try to angle the camera because I need the microscope, and when I put the microscope, you can no longer see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna try to angle the camera so you can probably see better what I'm doing. Okay, can you see? Yes. Okay, good. Make sure I can see under the microscope that way. Yes, I can. And it's showing on the camera. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is the area we're gonna work on. Okay, so let's do it. Excuse me. What I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna add some flax in that area to make it a bit easier to melt. There you go. I'm gonna use the heat gun. Now we're gonna take it off. Dead chip. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, that's pretty bad. This pin over here, pin number 1 over here. Let me see if I can show you. It's hard to see, but see that this over here, this pin in the corner. The first pin on the corner is pretty much gone. This one over here. So because it's on the corners, I mean, I can always jump a wire from here to the other side of the board. I've done that many times. Hopefully I don't have to do that today, but worst case scenario, I might have to. So let's replace the chip. Actually, let me measure first. I'm gonna put some new solder in, and I'm gonna measure that pin, the pin on the corner, see if it's still there or not, and if there is a signal going to it or not. So let's put some. Remove the old soldering and put a new one, fresh one. This a little bit. Let me measure. So I opened up a board view to show you what the problem is and how we're gonna fix it. So the issue is in this area, the liquid damage is in this area on the LED driver, the backlight circuit. Okay, let me expand that a little to better show you. Okay, so one side of the backlight circuit is here, on the other side, and the second part of the backlight circuit is right here. Okay. The issue I'm having right now is that I know this chip is dead, so I need to replace it, which is easy enough. But the problem is that this pin over here, pin number 5, PPV out underscore SW underscore LC backlight underscore FB, the pad is pretty much gone, which means there will be no broken trace between this side and this side. And the reason I know that is because I fixed probably over 100 of this model. I'm very familiar with it, and I've had twice where there was only liquid damage on this side. After replacing the chip, it still wouldn't work, and finally realized there was a broken trace between this side and this side. In this particular case, it's pretty advanced, so it's very obvious. So I need to figure a way, and the way to do that is to, I'm gonna scratch here a little bit, and I'm gonna jump a wire here to the other side of the board. I'm gonna show you it's done, and that should definitely fix the problem. Also, just like to mention, don't forget to watch my video about liquid damage, what to do, what not to do. It's gonna show on your screen in the next few seconds. Just click where the arrow is. Make sure to watch that video on what to do, what not to do, because it's very helpful. I think it is very helpful. And yeah, okay. So let me fix this problem, and we'll go from there. So what I need to do first, I need to scratch that area a little bit. There you go. Okay, perfect. Let me check again, just to be sure. Also remove that area. Okay, good. Okay, so now I'm gonna put a little bit of solder in there. And then I'm gonna jump a wire to it. I'm just gonna put a little bit of Kaplan tape. Okay, this tape is special for heat. It's called Kaplan tape. Just gonna put it over here so the cable doesn't move, and I'll show you what I did. Okay, so let me see if I can bring it closer to the camera. See if you can actually see. So you can see on pin number 1 there, and it's hard for me to show because as soon as I bring something, the focus of the camera changes. So, but in pin number 1 over here, I have to jump a wire because when I put the BGA chip back on, if this looks broken over here, it's completely, it was burned, and then it's not gonna work. So I just made it ready. And worst case scenario, after if still doesn't work, all I gotta do is just jump the cable here. That's what you connect on this side, and then the backlight will work again. Okay. Okay, so let me put a new chip on there. Let me find the chip. So here's a new chip back. Just gonna they don't make it easy to open. There you go, which is good. Because the chips are so small. There you go. It'll be easy to lose. Okay, so there you go. Okay. Make sure if you ever do that, not to put it upside down. Okay. Pin number 1 at the top. Otherwise, you'll definitely burn. Make a burn on the PCB if you put it upside down. Okay, so here you go. It's right the way it should be. I've done so many now, so it's easy for me to remember how to put it properly. Now the tricky part is to start with the heat guns, to put the air very low, the airflow very low. Otherwise, it will move. So let me decrease the air speed. And then when it starts to melt, then I'll increase the speed. Okay, so see, already moved just a little bit, but not enough. Let me put it back, because the problem with those chips is that the BGA, the pins cannot touch each other, so it has to be melted properly. So I'm just going to use low airflow right now. And after that, I'll increase the speed to finish melting it, and I'll add also a little bit of flax. Okay, I think it melted a little bit. So now I'm just gonna add a little bit of flax, just a little bit, to help it melt. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna start to increase the airflow. Okay, I'm gonna put more airflow. Okay, it's melted. The cable, you can see, moved a little bit. That's not a big deal, because there is already the soldering is right there. Okay, done. Okay, so as you can see now I have the wire jammed on the corner there. Okay, I'm gonna jam the wire here to this side. Okay. Okay, let me measure it. Oops, short. That's not good. That is not good at all. Okay, there's something wrong. Let me take up the wire. See why am I getting short circuit. Okay, that's good. That's good. Really good. Okay, so let me double check again, measure, and I will test it. So I use a tracker to measure. The signature is perfect. Okay, excellent. Okay, I can show you. If it's short, it will be 0. It shouldn't be 0. As you will see. Okay, as you can see, 33 kilo ohm. So it's not short, which is beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna test it quickly. So let me plug it in. See, you can also see the liquid damage over here when I remove the board. You see it? So that's where it went. That's why it was on this side over here. Okay, so. And again, I've done so many repair of this model. That's why I knew exactly what the problem is. I knew about the pin being broken, the trace being broken to this side. So it's not, if I did it quickly today, it's not that done it the first time quickly. It took me hours the first time, like probably 7-8 hours to figure it out. But know that I've done so many, I've probably fixed over 100 of this model. So I know it inside out. I know all the circuits, where they go and what they do. So if you have one of those and you're located somewhere in Canada and you need help, just go to the end of this video and you see how easy it is. These 3 steps. Easy, like I said, easy as 1, 2, 3 to send it over, and I will fix it for you. Okay, so let's test it. Okay, now I think we can put the camera back properly. Over that angle. All this. Okay. Let me put a couple of screws so the board doesn't move. So I'm just looking for my screwdriver. Okay. Okay, so I have to test the camera. This is the camera cable. I don't really want to test it now. I just want to make sure the backlight is fixed first before I do anything, and then I'll reassemble it properly, which is easy to do. Okay, so what I want to do first before I plug it in, I want to measure one more time now that the cable is in. You should always measure, okay, make sure there's no 0 ohm, because if it's short and you plug it in, you're gonna burn this area 100%. Now that there is a new chip, a new LED driver, so the power is gonna come back. So the first thing we do, measure and make sure there's no 0 ohm. Okay, so let's check it out. Okay, you can also check those pins over here, but let's measure here for now. Okay, what does it say? Kilo ohm. 300 kilo ohm. Okay, so there's no short. Okay, so let's give it a try. See if it's fixed. If not, we gotta go back again, double check that circuit again. Something else is wrong. But I think it should be good. So anyway, let's turn it on. Okay, so let me see. So you can see the cable over here. So make sure everything is inserted properly. We know there is no okay, let's plug it in. MacBook's coming on. I'm gonna just, because I didn't plug in the hard drive. Okay, the angle is not really easy with the camera. Okay, let's see. Okay, we heard the chime. Let's see if we see anything on the screen. There you go. Problem fixed. As you can see, I didn't plug in the hard drive, but the backlight is on. So let me plug in my hard drive and we'll try it again. So let's shut it down. Let me plug in my hard drive just to show you. It's fully fixed. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, should turn on in a second. Here it is. Okay. There you go. Coming up. Okay. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so we can always test the keys. Make sure it goes up, make sure it goes down. Yeah. So this MacBook is fixed. If you have a MacBook with a problem, please make sure to check out the next few seconds coming up, showing you how to mail it in if you are outside Toronto. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you for watching. The process is very easy, whether you're located in Toronto or anywhere in Canada. Just visit undoit.ca. Click here to get a quote, or you can also click on the menu here, get a free quote. It's the same link. There is 9 different categories, so try to select the one that best apply to you. In this example, I'm just gonna click on my screen is black, and let's assume my screen goes black when I tilt it. So you can either get a free quote online, or you can also call if you prefer. For this example, I'm just going to click on get a free quote, fill up the form, and just click on submit form. When you click on submit form, this is what I receive on my end. And as you can see, we do receive a lot of requests. Actually, 90% of our business is shipped to us now from all over Canada. So you can rest assured that we know what we're doing. So I read it, I analyze it, and then I send an email with a quote with all the options to the client. And if you decide to ship it, you just click here to select your shipping option, and then you'll receive a shipping label. As soon as your MacBook is fixed, you will receive an email with pictures showing your MacBook repaired, your invoice, and how to proceed with the payment by credit card. As soon as the payment is made, we'll send it back to you. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to receiving your MacBook. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button below to let me know, share it, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in my next video.